Yo, what's going on, everybody? Good morning. How are you doing out there on this fine Tuesday morning? I'm, of course, Jason Mattis with Winning Bets, giving you guys some free sports picks every single day. And I appreciate you kicking off another morning with me here. Feeling good this morning, even though I got a sick feeling in my stomach, right? Wasn't successful in terms of betting yesterday, but I feel good. Today's a new day. I'm always, generally speaking, pretty positive person, and we all know bad days will happen, but I feel good. I feel good. But that being said, I do feel sick. I don't know like what happened yesterday. That was a terrible feeling. Went to bed sick. Was hoping that maybe the Dodgers Brewers would be cool and Urias would be cool, and at least I could go 2-5. But that is not what happened. Is not what happened. Unfortunately, threw up a stinker yesterday. An absolute stinker yesterday. The only of those bets I think I really want to talk about is that Manchester United-Liverpool game, because that's the game, I watched that entire game, hung out on TikTok Live for that entire first half. Boy, did Manchester United look good. And people were asking if Manchester United had a chance. Not the Manchester United team that played the first two games, but that team that played yesterday, they were really good. They were oppressing. Their pressing was really impressive, what they were able to do. Several times was Alisson was just booting it down. And that's not what Liverpool wants to do. That's not what a lot of teams want to do. They want to have nice build-up play from their goalkeeper, from Alisson. And their pressing was so good. They were just getting Alisson to just smash the ball down the field. And then when they had the ball, they were quick. Their movements, their passing, everything was quick. And that was what you love to see, from a neutral, what you like to see as a supporter of Manchester United. Got the 2 goals, got the win that they deserved. Thought maybe Liverpool was going to claw one back. Of course, they were better in the second half, but you got nothing to be but better in the second half, because the first half, they didn't even muster a shot on target. And it felt like maybe an equalizer was coming. But they dug in. They hung in. They got the 3 points that they needed. So congratulations to Manchester United. We unfortunately did drop both of our bets. Salah and Diaz did not have over 2.5 shots on target. Trying to think, because they had 2. They each had 1. That's right. Yeah, they each had 1. So that ended with 2. So missed that one on the hook. Under 10.5 corners. I don't know what it finished at. Maybe around 12-ish. If I had to take a guess, I know that bet was lost around minute 70. Around minute 70 was the 11th corner taken in that match. So, from a soccer fan, loved the match, loved being entertained, but obviously hate losing 2 bets along the way. But if you're going to lose 2 bets along the way, at least collect the 3 points, Manchester United. That would have been shitty if they lose the 2 bets and they don't get the 3 points. But thankfully, they did finish the job and get the 3 points. And then baseball, obviously, everybody knows I don't watch baseball. We're just betting into numbers, and it just didn't go our way. No over in Brewers-Dodgers. Urias had 7 Ks. Classic right there, losing that one on the hook. Reds got a home run in the 5th inning to give you a tease, but they ended with 1 run. Same thing with Cardinals. They get a home run in the 5th inning, but they only end the first 5 innings with 1 run. And the Cardinals, they got 1 run, but I don't know if it came in the first 5. They won the game 1-0. Baseball was really weird yesterday. My bets obviously didn't hit. My leans didn't hit. Games I thought were going to go over went way under. A couple 2-1 games, 1-0 there in between St. Louis and Chicago. Just a weird day in terms of the box score, but it happens. And as you guys can see right there, we spent some of our arbitrage money. We spent half of it, so we're down to $8. And I will reveal on this show, we're going to spend $1 on it. At least on this show we are. So, sick feeling yesterday. Not any fun. I don't enjoy that. I don't enjoy that one bit, but look to get it bounced around and turned around today. And, like I said, I feel good today. We're going to put ourselves in the same good betting spot, so I feel good. Just didn't quite go our way. What bets are we going to do today? Let's go ahead and reveal those bets, and then we'll jump down the comment section. I'm going to put these up on the screen, but before you just run and tail, do let me explain. First one for this Nerfy, it's now become a 2-unit play, and I love it. I went in at -102, and I also went in at -120. If this stays at -120, I'll literally have no problem going in for a 3rd unit. It's still at -120 right now. We'll, of course, hold off, see what happens with the line. But you've got 2 pitchers in the mound. Voth hasn't even given up a run in the first inning. You've got Dylan Cease on the mound. He's given up 8 through 24. We got electric stuff, 32 strikeouts in those 24 innings. These 2 teams sit 26th and 28th in the major leagues in runs scored in the first inning. So much to love. It's a 2-unit play. Obviously we're betting into this because we love the play. We love the stats. We love how it all feels. but I love it so damn much. I went in for 2 units, not at the same price because I did it at a different time, but we got one at minus 102 and we've got one at minus 120. So love that right there. So go ahead and get that Nerfy. And this next section, the EFL Cup, let me just, before you just go run and tail these, tell you these aren't stat driven. This is, lower tier English clubs against a team in the Premier League. And just through over the decade or so that I've really been paid attention to sports from a betting perspective, I've paid attention to these cup games, and you see when the lower tier team is at home, they can get a goal at home 100%. It seems to happen more times than not. So all these games, I couldn't tell you if the team scores a lot, doesn't score a lot. I did not go run around and look up these 9 teams that are in the lowest English teams. I'm just going off what I know from being a soccer fan and what I know from being a betting fan over the past 10, 15 years. You get good, exciting games, and you get both teams to score in over 2.5. As you can see from this, you can see from the odds, we need 4 to hit to break even. If you get 5 to hit, you pull in about over 2 units of profit. And if you go 6 and 3, well, you can win some, heck of a multiple units right there. So again, tail those at your own risk. We are certainly gambling from a perspective that I didn't look it up again. I couldn't tell you really much about the 9 clubs on the left-hand side. I can tell you everything about the 9 clubs on the right-hand side. Those are the 9 clubs that are in the Premier League, but they're all on the road, and that's what I love. That's what I know from my experience. So if you want to tail them, that's where you can get it. They're all good at plus money. Either made them at DraftKings or made them at BetRivers. So see if we can't bounce back from an ugly, disgusting day yesterday. See if the EFL Cup can't be cool from us. And then, of course, in terms of more baseball bets, we'll add some more baseball bets on the payoff pitch, live at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Live at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. It's called the payoff pitch. We'll talk about every single game on today's baseball slate. We'll add some to it. But I had to get that Nerfy out. I love that Nerfy. Team sit 26th, 28th, and runs scored in the first inning. One pitcher hasn't even given up a run yet in the first inning. The other guy is Dylan Cease, who's got electric stuff at 32 strikeouts in 24 innings. Yeah, absolutely love that Nerfy. Again, that's a nice 2-unit play. So let me jump in the comment section. Oh, first of all, let me tell you how we're going to spend $1. We've got 9 games in the EFL Cup. Who wants a hope and a dream? This guy does. I want a hope and a dream. Put $1. So we're going to use some of that arbitrage money. If all 9 of these games, if all 9 of these ones right here, should get both teams to score in over 2.5 to hit, I put $1 on it to win $1,700. Who doesn't want that hope and a prayer? So even if you don't tail maybe the 9 plays individually, why don't you just drop $1 on the hope and the prayer parlay? Never know. Never know. $1 to make $1,700. I feel good about those 9 plays. Do I realistically think all 9 will hit? I mean, I've seen it. Let's hopefully we can go 4 and 5 and scrape across a little profit. 5 and 4, get some profit. You start going 6 and 3, 7 and 2. Okay, now you're picking up some units. And you're making a good recovery based off yesterday. So I'm going to make it though. I've been soccer too long. I've seen how it works. Now, if these were obviously the Premier League teams on their home grounds, you wouldn't be making this bet. But you get these lower tier teams. They love when the Premier League teams come to their ground. They love it. They'll have their 1,200 fans, 2,000 fans. The grounds will be rocking. And they get up for this. And they don't have big squads. Like, they ain't rotating. It's going to be their players. You'll get squad rotations in the Premier League. But not for these lower teams. They just don't have the squad rotation. Who are you going to rotate? You don't have it. So, all right, I feel good. I feel like gambling coming off a shitty 0-7 day. So let's make it happen, boys. All right, let me jump in that comment section. I'll go ahead and leave those bets up. And we'll see what everybody's talking about this morning before we hang out again on the payoff pitch. Brian's just as positive I am. I hear you, Brian. I feel sick. I don't like losing bets. I don't like going 0-7, and I hate losing your money, Brian, but I feel good, right? Of course we'll turn it around. Turn it around. I'm feeling good. What's up, Professor? Yo, this man's been hitting me up lately on Twitter. This guy's been smacking some bets and putting some money in his pockets. Yeah, unfortunately, tough day yesterday. Tough day. My man's, still riding there. And Brian put in a bet on Salah to hit it with the header. Shared that on Twitter. That was some good stuff. Absolutely good stuff. All right. Brian's got what a soccer card. Tail with caution, man. Tail with caution. This is one of those days, like, if you want to come back to me today and talk shit and be like, yo, your bets suck, like, all those missed, cool. I can take it because they were research-based. Don't talk smack on today. If those 9 baseball bets lose and we go 0-9, this is not a day to talk smack. Talk smack today on yesterday's bets. I can handle it. And I can justify why I bet all 7 of those bets yesterday and why I liked all 7 of those bets and why there were stats and trends to back up all 7 of those bets. Today, I'm just going off on what I see in the eye, what I know from soccer, what I know what happens in cup games, what I know what happens in these little Mickey Mouse tournaments. So, all right, let's go. Let's get it, boys. What's up, John? Nice. John's in. John's in. Let's go. Yeah, we'll get it back. You know we'll get it back. I did play the Cards. I played the Cards. Maybe you mean something else, but I played the Cardinals. Just 1-0. 1-0. I know. I didn't think it was as good of a spot. I hear you. All right, guys. Hopefully everybody's having a nice little Tuesday morning. Hopefully everybody's having a good Tuesday morning. We're going to get it back. Man, those days suck. I mean, there's no, you can't sugarcoat it, you know? And I think actually being honest about it and, you know, facing the music, so to speak, helps you also recover and get right back over it and have this good feeling that I have today. As sick as I am, I'm able to face the music and get right back up and get right back at it. And that's how I feel good. Now, I'm going to find us some more good baseball bets. It's not the greatest of all slates. You look at it, it's just the lines. I mean, Hockey Squirrel has talked about it, and it happens to every sport. Once you get this deep in the season, everybody knows who's who, and the lines just get crazy juice. I'm surprised that Nerfy, and like I said, when I bought it for a second time, it's at -120. I'm surprised with these stats. Again, if I just gave you these stats blindly and just said, you know, what would you think the price would be, and you're getting -120, you see these at -150, -145s. So to get that Nerfy at -120, yeah, to me, it's an easy 2-unit play. But yeah, we'll see what we do today. We do got Lodolo on the mound there again, but because we got that cash last week of over 4.5 hits, it's of course juicy today at -160, which is above my threshold. So just kind of tough. Just tough. Oh, Professor, he meant yellow cards. Yeah, you guys know me. Yellow cards, I'll be on that. Get about match week 5. I like to wait for a little bit more trend. Congratulations to my man for having one heck of a parlay and some good cashes. You guys know from last season, I'll be on cards. It's an angle I love. I think it's an angle you can get some good cashes on. You can get some good value on those. But a little too early in the season, but hell of a cash there by Professor. I mean, just great work by him. So just looking over this baseball slate again today. On a quick glance, not a lot of Nerfies that I like other than that White Sox Nerfies. That one was just absolutely beautiful. You do at a glance, you got Rangers, Rockies. Hard not to like that over with Dane Dunning and Marquez on the mound there for the Rockies. Really hard not to like that over. We'll dig into that one here a little bit more between now and payoff pitch and see if we don't bet that or, you know, maybe bet the F5 over. But, you know, really, really liking that. Obviously on the flip side, you got Brewers, Dodgers. Hard not to like the under in that. You saw the under again come through, even though there was the hitter familiarity. Those two pitchers dealt again yesterday with Burns and Gonsolin. You probably expect much of the same, so we'll see right there. Mariners are an easy play today, probably in terms of the run line with Robbie Ray taking on Fetty. So I'd like to see that right there. You do got the Tigers taking on left-handed pitching and Carlos Rodon. They were not able to get to him, though, earlier on this season. They only got one run. As we know, DraftKings always hangs that at F5 team total over 1.5. So we've been riding the Tigers all season long. Let's just get some time, do our due diligence, make sure, you know, we can go over the stats and see how the Tigers are doing. They went 2 weeks without hitting any left-handed pitching, or not facing. Sorry, not hitting. They didn't face a left-hander for 2 weeks, and I think you saw that in that game on Friday night when they didn't get a cash, but then they came right back and got a cash on Saturday. So we'll just go through the stats there. Maybe we can do the Tigers. Rodon's obviously a tough one. Is an absolute tough one right there. The Tigers strike out a lot, so maybe instead of doing their team total, maybe you can do Rodon and his strikeout prop. We'll see what that number's at. So, yeah, got some good matchup. But, yeah, nothing. Yeah, 2-1 yesterday, Atlanta Pirates, you know, 1-0 Cardinals, Cubs. What was that other 2-1 score? Or, no, it was 4-1 Phillies, Cincy. That was one that I thought, you know, was a nice over. It did hit the Nerfy. The only Nerfy I gave out yesterday in terms of a lean was Marlins Athletics. I think that might have been my only hit. I told you guys my bets sucked, my leans sucked, which is two true statements. I think my only lean that hit was the Nerfy in Marlins Athletics. I thought that was the best Nerfy of the day. Obviously, I didn't bet it, but I thought it was the best one of the day, and it cashed. I think that may have been my only bet that hit. All right, that's not going to be the case today. We're going to start off. We're going to crush some afternoon soccer. We're going to turn a profit. We may not go 9-0. but we're going to turn a profit. We're going 6-3. We're going 7-2 at minimum. We're going to turn a little profit there in this EFL Cup. The games are going to be cool to us. Those games start at 1:30 p.m. Central Time. 1:30 p.m. Central Time, so obviously plenty of time to go ahead and get those in. And then we got the Nerfy with a nice 2-unit play at -102. And then another unit there at -120. All right, guys, come check it out on the payoff pitch, live at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Live at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Let's talk through this baseball slate, and let's add some bets to go ahead and go with this Nerfy. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me, kicking off another morning with me here. Appreciate the comments that were in there. Appreciate hitting that like button. Let's have ourselves a good day. Everybody's feeling good, baby. It's another day. It's a new day. All right, guys, enjoy your Tuesday. We'll see you guys a little bit later on. Have a good one.